Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a tutorial on how to achieve the ultimate kind of dewy, highlighty look. This is mine. Obviously I normally rock like matte foundations, powders, baking, like matte lipsticks, but I've gone the complete opposite way because the sun is shining, it's making me think it's summer, so I just wanted to do my go-to kind of summer look because I don't wear as much makeup as I do now when it's like 30 degrees outside, especially on holiday and stuff like that. So yeah, just because it was snowing this weekend and now suddenly it's not, I thought I'd do this look. So if you want to see how I created it, then keep on watching. Right, so now that it's getting a bit warmer and it's getting a bit sunnier outside, my makeup my makeup look is slightly different. I like to be more dewy and glowy in the summer. I know it's a bit soon yet, but I thought I'd go in with my go-to kind of dewy skin look, because normally I am like full on matte. I love powder, I love matte foundation, but in the summer I like to tone it down a little bit, so I thought I'd go in with how I achieve that. So a lot of being dewy skin is how your skin is naturally. I moisturise all the time, I use sheet masks a lot, because I do actually naturally have dry skin, so I use a lot of skincare to make my skin less dry and dehydrated. It's not too bad at the moment. I have just moisturised, but I'm gonna get my primer. Yeah, so I just moisturised with the Bobbi Brown gel moisturiser. Now I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown face base. This is I use this all the time anyway, but it does work for this in particular. I put that everywhere. Because this really adds moisture to my face before my foundation is on. I just love it. It goes so nicely on my skin because my skin is dry. If you're more oily, you probably wouldn't love that as much, but I do think it's quite good for dry skin. Next, I go in with another primer. I go in with the Touché Eclat YSL one, and I put that just where I've got some pores and some other dry areas. So I put it here where you get those little pores around your nose, over my smile lines, and a little bit up here as well. This is a blurring primer, so it tries to like blur lines and pores, but I also find it's got quite a bit of oil in it, so it's quite good to add moisture to the skin as well. And then lastly, I add a little bit of liquid highlighter just to try and capture some glow underneath foundation as well as on top of it. So I just put some where I'd put highlighter anyway. Yeah, I don't like go crazy with it. I don't put it all over my face. I just put it where I would have highlighter anyway. I really want to get some more skincare stuff because I read that 10-step Korean skincare guide thing, and I realised that I don't have an oil cleanser. I only have a cream one. I don't have serums or essences. Yeah, I think that's it. But I want to get some good stuff for dry skin, so if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. Obviously within more of a drugstore budget. So that's like the before foundation stuff. Next I use the Touché Eclat foundation. This is really, really low, so bear with me. Yeah, so normally I use the All Hours, but that's because normally I prefer a matte look. I do like to use this in the summer. I bought this at a duty free and then used it the whole time I was on holiday in Crete, and it was really hot, so it was good then. I'm just gonna do the whole, because it's been winter and I've been using other foundations, I'm not really stocked up on this one. I use a damp beauty sponge for this as always, especially when I think you want to look dewy, because I think brushes don't soak up as much product. Well, I don't know, I guess they're probably a bit similar, but I think I normally prefer a sponge, so I just always go in with a sponge now. I never used to, but I do now. Because there's already dampness in the sponge, I think it adds to the dewiness. Okay, so that's how the base looks with no concealer on. Obviously it's not as full coverage, so you can still see things like this, but you can see like a natural shine, which I just love for the summer. I'll put a little bit of concealer on these to try and cover them up. Right, so for the spots, I'm going to go in with my Makeup Revolution, because that's a nice full coverage concealer. And just spot conceal there. And then just tap, 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 tap. Ever so lightly. There you go, so that's instantly better. And then for under my eyes, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me, just because I think this is a little bit less full coverage than my Shape Tape or my Makeup Revolution one. So this is just a little bit better for this, but it is the wrong shade for me. It's a bit too yellow. But it will do the job. And also, like, we're not going in for that heavy highlighted look today. If you have time before if you really want to look super dewy, putting a sheet mask on is great to do that, and then rubbing it all in, because that can work as a primer. And it's, oh, I love sheet masks. They add so much moisture to your skin, it's just great. Okay, now, as much as we want to look dewy, we still want our makeup sliding around. So I am going to bake, more set the under eye, but only the under eye, and ever so closely. So I'm not going to go in all over my face with powder, just here. And I'm going to press it in so it seeps into the skin rather than baking and wiping it off. We're just going to press it in. Yep. Just so that concealer doesn't slide around anywhere. And to make sure it doesn't crease. Nothing worse than a creased under eye. Okay, so we've added concealer. You can still see the shine, the natural glow from the light outside. So we've not lost any of that by powdering, because we've just done it directly underneath. I'm going to pop my brows on off camera, and then we'll come back. Okay, so eyebrows are on. I done it off camera because I wasn't using anything different. I just used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I used a E29 brush from Morphe. I didn't go as ham with the eyebrows today as well, just kind of let them kind of do their own thing. Next we're going to move on to contour and like bronzing. So some people go in with a cream contour when they're trying to be more dewy. I get that. I still hate cream contour, so instead what I do is I just go in with a more warm kind of contour and a bronze, and then it doesn't look as harsh. I'm going to go in with the Park Avenue Princess palette from Tarte. I'm going to use a more fluffy brush to do it as well, so it's not as harsh. This is an Iconic London brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Angle today, which is more of a warmer contour. I'm going to try and buy some darker concealers to contour with. I think I might like that more than contour sticks, just because those contour sticks I tried out last week were a bit hard, whereas like obviously a concealer will still be like nice and wet and easy to blend, I think. So maybe I'll try that. But for now this will do. And I just don't go anywhere where I still want the shine, so we are completely avoiding this bit here where we still want to glow. And I'm doing the very, very top of my forehead and keeping the middle of my forehead still nice and glowy. We're just not going as cool tone with the bronzer. I'm going to go down my neck because I know this is the wrong colour for me. Okay, that's it for the contouring. Less than I normally do. I normally go in with a cool shade and a warm shade, but today we're just going to go in the warm shade and add like a natural tan to the skin and a nice little bit of contouring as well. There are some glittery shades. Actually, I might go in the shade Carrot as well, because that's got a little bit of glitter in it. Going a bit higher with that. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I like that. I normally stay away from those shades, but that's, if you go in with a light hand, that's fine. I'm going to be using California. The reason I like this blush compared to my Tarte one is because this one has got like a film of like a gold on it. So it's like a peachy, but there is like a subtle bit of gold shimmer in there as well. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a good summer blush. Okay, for highlighter, I'm going to go in with this glow kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. These are nice warm tones, so I'm going to use these. I like to wet my brush with these ones. Don't know why. I don't do it with all colours, but I like to do it with these ones. And I go into a little bit, I like to mix kind of these three. So I go in with Sunburst, Bubbly, Dripping in Gold. I think wetting your brush as well helps it look more wet, like more of a wet bronzer than a glittery more of a wet highlighter than a glittery one, which I actually prefer. I think that looks really pretty. I love this as my summer highlighter. I have the Gleam glow kit as well, and that's more of like a wintry, cool toned one. Okay, I think that's enough highlight. Yeah, cool. So that's the whole base done. I'm now going to do something really light and warm on the eyes. I don't know what palette to go in. Okay, I'm going to go in with a oldie but a goodie, the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, this one, the original one. And I'm going to go in with the shade Bay. I've not primed my lids for this, I just realised, but it's okay. Because we're not going to go in with a really, really heavy look, so. I'm just going in with like a warm, orangey, sunset kind of look. I'm using the shade Sandalwood, which is like this lovely orangey transition shade. This is one of my favourite shades from the palette. And I just bring that up, it's quite high. On this big Morphe brush, this is the R40. And we'll just go all across like that, and it adds a nice warmth to the eye. Okay, then we're going to go in with a more precise brush, like this 227. I need to clean these brushes properly because they're all stained. And I'm going to go in with the shade Henna. Okay, and then I think that's all I'm going to do on the crease because I just think that's enough. And then we're going to go in with the shade Moon Dust. I'm going to wet my brush and use a flat head kind of concealer brush almost, if I can find it. I'm going to use this little flat head brush, wet it and go in with Moon Dust. Just put that all over the lid. Okay, and I think that's it for the eyes. Well, eyeshadow anyway. I'm just going to do a little bit of a buff with those two orangey shades underneath my lower lash line. And for a inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with the shade Ice. This is a white with like a yellow undertone. I'm just going to highlight the inner corners of it, just because it's so blinding. I'm going to go in with a more like fluffy mascara. So I've got this Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, which is a bit more of a lightweight did I say concealer? Am I saying mascara? Mascara. It's a bit more of a lightweight mascara than the Lash Paradise, and I think it separates the lashes really well and makes them really fluffy. Okay, and that's the mascara. I'm not going to do false lashes because I wouldn't take... I can't talk today. I wouldn't traditionally wear false lashes like on holiday or out in the sun just because they irritate me a little bit. So I probably would just stick to this on like a day-to-day kind of look. I am going to pop on a lippy though. Okay, for a lipstick I'm just going to go in with a nude. So I'm using this NYX one. And then I'm going to go in with a gloss over the top to make it a little bit more pretty. So I'm going to go in with the Kylie Jenner gloss. This is in the style, the shade Butter. It's got a little bit of a gold reflect to it. Okay, and that's this final look. I think that gold really goes with the highlights, so I'm glad I used this one. She has got a more pinky one too from that collection. Yeah, so this is the final look. Woo! I really like it. I feel summery when I wear my makeup like this and makes me appreciate the sun more. It's a nice day today. I feel like it's warm outside even though it's not, but I just can't wait for the summer. I can't wait to go on holiday. I don't like to wear too much makeup on holiday because obviously it's bad for your skin with the sun melting it into you, but at the same time I love makeup so I want to wear it, so this is kind of the look I go for. I did use some expensive stuff today. I know the Touché Eclat primer and foundation aren't the cheapest of things, that's why I got them in duty free where you get them a little bit cheaper. Obviously you can do this look with any like medium coverage glowy foundation. I think like maybe like the L'Oreal Infallible Glow, or that one they do. There's like loads that aren't as full coverage out there on the market, do you know what I mean? So obviously I normally go with like the Maybelline 24-hour one or the All Hours or the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. They're all super matte, but you just want to do the opposite of that. I've still got coverage, it's not completely no coverage. There's still a nice cover of the blemishes around here. Obviously but you can do a little bit of concealer of that as well. Some people don't even wear foundation. Like, who was it? Steph Toms who done her look with just like the colour correcting, the concealers. You could do that as well if you've got better skin, but my skin's too bad at the moment to be rocking that. But yeah, if you liked this look, then please like the video. It really helps me know like what you guys like to see and not so much you're not so keen on. Please subscribe if you're not already. It would really mean a lot to me. This channel is slowly starting to build its way up, which is great. I'm really enjoying it. I love making these videos. It's like my only hobby at the moment with uni and work and stuff like that. This is like my little escape, so I love it so much, and I want to keep doing it. So yeah, please comment any videos you'd like to see in the future. Please let me know about those skincare things I was talking about earlier in the video, because I really want to make my skin good enough where I can get to a point where I'm not wearing foundation, and then I probably would do a video on how to rock makeup without having foundation on, just like that Steph Tom's video. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.